I'll call this meeting of the Upshur County Commission to order. We will begin with a moment of silent meditation and prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Jackie, would you please read the minutes from last meeting? We don't have a copy, Jackie.
Yeah, I apologize, I didn't get copies out.
Okay.
Well, we're just messing a little harder.
Yeah, I've been working real hard here. Okay. Good morning. The County Commission of Upshur County, West Virginia held their regular meeting at the Courthouse Annex on Thursday, June 12, 2014 at 9 a.m. J.C. Rafferty called the meeting to order. There were present J.C. Rafferty, Commissioner, Donnie Tenney, Commissioner, Troy Brady, Commissioner, Megan Pomeroy, County Administrator, Carrie Wallace, Assistant County Administrator, and Jacqueline Midwalker, Secretary. The meeting began with a moment of silent meditation and prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. All motions passed unanimously, unless otherwise stated. After reading of the minutes, on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by Donnie Tenney, the Commission approved the regular meeting minutes of June 5, 2014 as submitted. Megan Pomeroy reviewed the request for support from Monongalia County Commission concerning a petition to oppose the Monongahela Power Company rate increase proposal. J.C. Rafferty advised that in the near future there will be a considerable number of public hearings and public comment period leading up to the long process of the rate increase, and advised no action until further information is available. J.C. Rafferty reviewed correspondence requesting Randolph County Commission to reconsider exoneration of a disputed Carter-Rowan Coal Company personal tax assessment. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved and authorized the Commission to sign and send the correspondence. After discussion on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by Donnie Tenney, the Commission approved and authorized the President to sign and send correspondence to Robert G. Andrew, Division of Highways Representative, requesting support in improving road conditions on Frenchton Road. Carrie Wallace provided a review of bids for computer upgrades from the James W. Curry Library. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved the low bid from Micrologic in the amount of $2,501.98. After discussion on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by Donnie Tenney, the Commission approved the reappointment of Lee Dixon as member of the Upshur County Public Library Board effective July 1, 2014 through June 30, 2019. Barbara Gordon, process server, appeared before the Commission to request access to the addressing and mapping website for her as well as the general public. Ms. Gordon advised that the information on the website is public information and everyone should have access to it. After discussion, J.C. Rafferty advised that the Commission will review the request with officials before taking any action. J.C. Rafferty reviewed the recommendations from Sam Nolte, Upshur County Development Authority, for board member appointments/reappointments. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved the following to serve on the UCDA board for the period beginning on July 1, 2014 through June 30, 2017. Wanda Bailey, Sue Johnson Philippi, Scott Williams, Dennis Zander, Connie Tenney, and Steve Holland. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved the employment of Kylie Costner for the seasonal position of part-time admissions worker at the Buchanan Upshur Recreation Park Pool, as recommended by Hartzell Cool, Pool Manager. Effective date of employment is June 12, 2014, at the rate of $7.25 per hour. J.C. Rafferty reviewed the following for your information items. Number 1, correspondence from the West Virginia State Auditor, Glenn B. Gaynor, 3, approval of salary increase for Upshur County elected officials. Number 2, West Virginia Regional Jail and Correctional Facility Authority, May 2014 statement, $47,140.25. Number 3, Building Permit Report, May 2014. 4, Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility Dog Report, April 2014. 5, Lewis Upshur County Animal Control Facility Dog Report, May 2014. 6, Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility Cat Report, May 2014. 7, Upshur County 911 Communication Center Reports, May 2014, as listed. 8, agendas and/or notice of meetings as listed. 9, meeting minutes and/or financial reports as listed. 10, meetings as listed. 11, appointments needed or upcoming as listed. David Kaufman, Upshur County Sheriff, and Sheila Adams, Chief Tax Deputy, appeared before the Commission and provided a review of the 2013 delinquent tax list and provided data concerning the status of tax collections. The Commission recessed at 9:40 a.m. The Commission reconvened at 9:45 a.m. Pony League Baseball representative and coach Rod Sanray and others appeared before the Commission and requested use of the County Property High School old amphitheater area for the purpose of developing a field for Pony League and Travel Baseball Club practice and games. Mr. Sandberg advised that area 13 and 14-year-old players continue to have to go out of county to find fields to play on. Mr. Sandberg acknowledged that the cost of developing the fields would be $40,000 to $50,000, but feels confident that the group will be able to raise the money through fundraising events and is not asking the Commission for money. No action was taken at this time. Donnie Tenney advised the group to work out the details for future action by the Commission. Jerry Kimball, West Virginia Classic Wheels Car Club member, provided a review of events and activities on July 25 and 26. Blast from the Past proceeds will benefit several charitable causes, including car seats for infants. Mr. Kimball commented that any donations from area businesses or individuals will be greatly appreciated. The Commission approved all invoices for payment. The Commission approved all vacation orders. The Commission approved the following settlements as listed. J.C. Rafferty reviewed budget revisions. After discussion on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved the budget revisions as submitted. With no further business, on motion by Donnie Tenney, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission meeting adjourned at 11:30 a.m. And again, I apologize for not having copies.
Thank you, Jackie. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as read? If not, I would ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Our next item for business is at 11:30, Mr. John Simmons, regarding a safe structure and sites property matter. And then later this afternoon, at 3, 4, and 5 o'clock, we have interviews relative to the county administrator vacancy. So we move now to items for discussion. Number 1 item, approval and signature of SCRAM Agency Products and Services Agreement for the Community Correction Day Report Center. Carrie, would you like to comment on that, please?
Sure. We are contacted by Micah Harris. She's a program director for the Community Corrections for Lewis, Upshur, and Braxton. We are asked to sign these SCRAM contracts. It will not cost the county any additional money. All payment is made from their match account. It is for their alcohol monitoring systems.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have a motion to approve the request from the Community Correction Day Report Center related to that agreement?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have a request for appointment to the James W. Curry Library Advisory Board for Kerry Wallace, who is acting administrator, for term beginning June 28, 14 through December 31st, 2015. And that vacancy is created because of the resignation of our current county administrator, Megan Pomeroy, who serves on that board. Is there a motion to approve that appointment?
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have appointment of Safe Structures and Site Board's member Jeff Walmsley, term beginning July 1, 2014 through June 30, 2018. we have a letter from the Safe Structures and Sites Enforcement Board requesting that Mr. Walmsley be reappointed for that period of time. Do I have a motion to approve such a reappointment?
So moved. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have resignation from the Upshur County Development Authority Board, member Curtis Wilkerson, and in his place, appointing Bobby Gompers, a term beginning July 1st, 2014, expiring June 30, 2016. That is based on a letter from Sam Nolte, President of Upshur County Development Authority, requesting that appointment and recognition of that resignation. Excuse me. Do I have a motion to approve that request for appointment and resignation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we have signature of statement of salaries of elected officials, fiscal year July 1, 2014 through June 30, 2015. For review. I don't know if there's any approval. That's just, is there approval for that? Typically, I'm not aware if there is or not.
Well, we didn't put approval since it's not necessarily you all approving it.
It's just for
because it's
discussion or
mandated,
action.
So
Yeah.
you have to sign it.
Right.
So, okay. Next, we have under information items, Upshur County Sheriff's Financial Report. Have any comments concerning that from any of the commissioners? If not, we can move on to correspondence from Preston Wilson, Enceron, the new Access Midstream Communication Tower construction. And that is a letter dated June 5 from Enceron Services Incorporated of Tulsa, Oklahoma, advising that they plan to construct a communication tower within Upshur County near Selbyville compressor station. And the tower will be a self-supporting structure constructed in the fenced existing oil and gas compressor station site, and that the construction is not subject to National Environmental Policy Act, as it does not have a federal nexus, and nor are there requirements for public meetings or solicitation of comments. And I would assume, based on the corporation and the location, that this communication tower is being constructed in furtherance of Marcellus well operations, vehicle communications between office and communications. Any comment regarding that from commissioners? If not, we'll move on. Correspondence from Tammy Rieger, the Canton Upshur County Chamber of Commerce. And Tammy notifies us that there is, from the city, there is to be construction on the vicinity of East Main Street and College Avenue commencing on June 23rd, and work towards South Florida Street in the weeks to come. This therefore will disrupt the current flow of traffic, and people need to be aware that after the 23rd of June they may need to reconfigure their travel through that vicinity of the city of McCann. And we next have agendas, notices of meetings, meeting minutes, and the dates for the meetings, and appointments needed. Any discussion on those issues? If not, we can proceed to paying some bills. And then wait for 11:30 with Mr. Simmons, or Simons. Is that are you Mr. Simons?
Simon says.
Pardon?
I think Simon says.
Simon.
Edwards.
Edwards.
This is not the gentleman in regard to safety
Okay,
instructions,
so-
but he would like to speak with you.
Speak, okay.
For that?
If you wish.
Step right up to the
So
podium.
identify yourself.
All right. Did you bring some carrots with you this morning?
I could have. My name is Buck Edwards. I live at 70 Charles Street in Tennerton, and lived in the Upshur County area for 5 or 6 years. Really enjoy living here. I have noticed as I travel on Route 20 there through Tennerton into Buchanan that there's quite a bit of pedestrian traffic that walks along that road going to Kroger's, the dollar store, whatever. Seems to me that would be a great place to construct a sidewalk from Hardee's ideally to Brushy Fork, specifically on the southbound or the northbound side of Route 20 there. It's just unbelievable the amount of foot traffic, bicycle traffic. There's even a handicapped wheelchair guy that maneuvers through that area. So I would like to find a way to get that project started. I know that would be a pretty big project, but I would think that it would be one that would be well worth the county commission taking a look at, just from a health and safety standpoint. Plus, we have all of those residents in the Tennerton area who come to Kroger's and the dollar store there to shop. So it does have an economic impact for those particular businesses. And my biggest fear, the other day before school was out, I seen 3 little kids trying to walk on the northbound side of that road, and really made me nervous for those kids, especially at that time of the day. So I'm willing to step up and help kickstart a project like that, do whatever it takes to help with something like that. But I would like for you to at least consider that and tell us what we need to do to get this started.
I know that you're probably not the first person to observe that, or at least make a suggestion or consider it. Mr. Tenney, have you observed here longer than either myself? Has this issue come up in the past?
Well, I tell you, one of the long-term goals of the walking trail is to take it clear to the high school. And that would probably be the most feasible method to try to pursue. Because the problem, I think, and I think it's a good idea, and I've seen that too. I mean, I just don't know. Fortunately, no one's been hurt, but I just don't know.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the walking trail would be behind. I mean, it would be close to the road, but at least people would use that and then hop up to that. So I think that's something you may check with the city and see what their long-term plans, goals are, and how that process works. I'm not sure whether they would follow the railroad right away or could do that. Is that because I think, of course, unfortunately, that has some repercussions too. But you may check with them and see if they've kind of laid that out. Pat Long was something that was a big project of his when he was street commissioner. But I know that was a goal, was to continue that right up to the high school.
The other possibly an impact on that may be the fact that that is a state highway. The county does not maintain highways or roads.
Right.
But there's a right-of-way that would have to be obtained from the Department of Highways. That same issue came up just in passing conversation, even closer farther north on 20, because of lack of sidewalks up even by within the city limits, the county limits, up by where Sears is, north of that. I don't know what the issues, if that's a matter of right-of-way or issues. We can certainly look into it and find out what the legal requirements would be, if in fact we have the authority to do something on those lines. Since it is state-maintained road, I know that there's been issues out there, businesses that needed culverts put in and whatnot. They approached the county for that, and we had no authority or no, use the word responsibility, but we had no authority or legal basis to construct that or to provide that, as it was under Department of Highway supervision or responsibility. But we can check into that for you. If you leave a phone number with Carrie, and we'll contact you once we make some inquiries.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking for is let's take a look at it, see what we have to do to at least investigate it. Maybe it's not feasible at all, but
Well, I know they've talked about at some point widening that road in the Tenderton area. And that was met with
Considerable resistance.
considerable resistance by the residents in the area. You know,
I would think
I don't know if
that,
that has an impact on the ability to build a sidewalk, because the owners, and again, in some areas, I don't know, sometimes the owners of the property that abut the highway would be responsible for whole or part of the expense of the sidewalk construction in some area. I don't know if that applies here, but that might be part of the reluctance to engage in that.
I would think some of those residents would probably be willing to readdress the sidewalk issue, since these folks are walking through their yards anyhow to try to stay out of traffic, so.
Could be.
But, you know, whatever we need to do to start and look at it, and I'll be able to sleep better at night, at least bringing it up.
Well, thank you, Mr. Edwards, and again, if you leave your phone number with Carrie, we'll follow through and find out what the issues
One
are.
other, Rick's got something, just
If
say.
you don't mind, Buck, and there's something else that you might want to consider. If you were to talk with the Board of Education, they had a Safe Way to Schools grant over at Academy. We put in all new sidewalks right there along College in South Florida and then off Central back there. If you were to get with the Board of Education, there might be a way to start that project within that grant, and then expand it out at another time. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but that's how they got all new sidewalks there on College Avenue.
Oh, okay. The other thing, you know, I heard that that piece of property across from Kroger's was purchased for a development in there. And I would hope that they would put sidewalks on the outside of their property there along the road, so.
One other thing I just have to think, and I just read an article the other day, and I forget where it was talking about the emphasis on making highways more bicycle and pedestrian friendly. So I'm not sure if that's a federal or state program that they're looking at, but I know when Joe Manchin was governor, there were a lot of the roads, even like the Thomasville Road, was paved clear over to the guardrail for that purpose, and a lot of them were paved wider, an extra 2 or 3 feet, to make them accessible for bicycles. So I mean, that may be something that we could look into. Harry, she's good at looking at these grants and stuff, and see if they're just exactly where they're at on that, whether that's federal or state money. So there's 2 or 3 possibilities there that we can at least look at.
All right, I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. Appreciate
It is a great idea, and it is a concern, because I drive 20 all the time, and I've seen the guy in the wheelchair, and I am surprised he hasn't been hit.
Right.
You see pedestrians coming through there, pushing kids with all that traffic up there, it's a concern, and we'll look into it. Thank you,
All
sir.
right, thank you. Have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. So I think we can move on to paying bills.
Yes.